Texas today at NRG Stadium, as we're going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Another opportunity to put on the headgear and finish this season on a winning note comes in the Texas Bowl. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This is a big game for bragging rights, guys. You know, both the SEC and the Big 12 try to tout that they are the most physical conference in college football. Well, today in this bowl game, they will get a chance to prove it. Both coaches told me they want to come out and run the ball. Teams are fired up and motivated as they take the field. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So Utah's offense will get the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's running free down the middle. Quarterback gets him up. Touchdown, Utes! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move, it's McAllister. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Sellers throws to the tight end. The short hands, it's Hunt. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the gun. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Parker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance this one early.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. With the catch, it's Tuggle. And he'll be brought down. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sellers got his man on the outside. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Wide out trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Made him miss again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for them.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff...
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Throwing, Sellers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Makes the catch. It's Sellers. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Complete downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Sellers to the air again. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll do it himself on the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Run in the red zone, it's McAllister. Got a little grass, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Utah sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. And the Utes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but 3rd and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Might as well give it to him again. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for...
Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They
might have a chance. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about. Until that play right there, they finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sellers. That's caught. It's Tuggle. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. He's going to take off. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me he loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it! Wide open spaces. 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. On the move. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Utes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just...
Snags it and he's open. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utes. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the home team sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Appreciate that, Holly. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's McAllister. There's a crease. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Simmons. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Grabbed in the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Stepping to the right. He'll go down with the slide, but there is a flag on the field, and it may all be for naught.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Pulls it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical tackle, get an extra lick on that QB.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Tuggle. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Running inside, it's McAllister. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the counter. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Keeps it on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Briggs. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Bounced off his feet.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask